KMD's relationship status? Are we taking resumes? Are we doing applications?
Right. Are we viewing people?
Or you can take this. You can take this out. You can take this out. Or is music and family the sole focus?
That's a good one. That's a goodie.
I'll answer both.
Ooh. Nice. I love it when
music
a guest
and family is the sole focus, and I think anybody who I'm dealing with can know and see that. But
that.
KMD is single, big
Are the
single.
DMs
somebody
open? Are you checking your generals, your
Right. Are you
primaries?
checking?
Are they hidden?
Right.
What is it giving in the DMs?
Come on, Kay. What's poppin'?
Well, I mean, I got my eye on somebody.
Oh, exclusive,
Here
y'all.
on Respectfully, Ebony and Destini. KMD got an eye on somebody.
But KMD is still single.
Okay, I got you.
Hear that? This is a Play Your Cards Right production, sponsored by Queen of Banana Pudding. Enjoy.
Welcome back. We are in the building.
Yes, we are here.
Listen, episode 10, yo.
Episode 10.
We are episode 10, season 1. Yo, we thank you guys for rocking out with us all season. We appreciate you. Like I always say, you don't have to be here, but you are here, and we appreciate you.
You don't have to be anywhere, but you're here with us.
Yes, and we appreciate you.
We appreciate you. First of all, we're excited, so we're going to just shake it off a little bit. We have a beautiful, beautiful guest. But before we get into our guests, please tap into our YouTube, right? Respectfully, Ebony and Destiny. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, all of the things. We reiterate this every
It's free. It's free.
Yes, every episode.
Support is free, guys. And I just want to take out a moment, too. We always say, yo, support. But I want to thank my family and friends that have been rocking out hard.
Since December.
I see you. We appreciate you. Your reposts, your comments, your likes, gratitude.
Yes.
So we thank you guys for rocking out with us, and let's get into it.
Yes, and let's keep that momentum. So respectfully, Ebony and Destiny, we are here.
Yes.
Welcome,
guys.
And we are here to introduce our beautiful guest.
KMD's in the building, y'all. I'm hyped. All right. I'm hyped. Let me take it down. Okay, let's go.
In the grand finale of season 1, we're bringing the beauty, we're bringing the soul with none other than KMD, rapper, artist, model, and content creator. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit more in there, right? With the vibe as bold as her bars. From the mic to the camera lens, KMD has carved her lane in music, fashion, and digital storytelling.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. She's known for her sultry voice, fierce confidence, and unwavering talent. KMD has shared with her fans and supporters in one of her songs who she batted in, and her most recent song, Dope as Married. Y'all already know, all right? I know y'all bumping it up in your cars. We are excited to dive in with KMD to talk about healing, the power of feminine artistry, and in traditional man-dominated space. Listen, she raps, she sings, she acts. What if she don't do, y'all? She ain't afraid to outbar the boys, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the beautiful, the talented KMD. Come on, y'all, put it together.
Thank y'all. That was so beautiful.
We are super excited to have you, KMD. Thank you for taking time out.
Here.
We know your schedule is extremely busy, so gratitude. We thank you so much.
Congrats to y'all on season 1.
Thank you.
That's a huge
Thank
accomplishment.
Thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate that. So we want to kick it off first and foremost. What inspired KMD? What inspired your name before we get into our icebreakers?
Yes.
That's a great question. Right off the bat. I think it was important to have a message behind the acronym. So Keep Music Dope, I felt solidified what I want to do with music.
Yeah.
Nice. A message. That's what we like to do. We want to push a message because we think it's important to make an impact, right?
Correct.
Especially in the world of artistry. So it's good to hear that.
Hey guys, this is Ebony Nicole from Respectfully Ebony Destiny's podcast. I am going to turn it over to my commercial, the Queen of Banana Pudding and Desserts. Hey y'all, I am Ebony and welcome to the Queen of Banana Pudding and Desserts. You're looking for something sweet, rich, and unforgettable? At Queen of Banana Pudding and Desserts, we serve royalty in every bite. From our signature banana pudding to a host of homemade treats, each spoonful is made with love. Why? Because the proof is in the pudding. Go look me up at Queen of Banana Pudding and Desserts.
So let's dive straight into some of your musical inspirations. That was a perfect segue. Who are your top 5 R&B and hip-hop artists and why? Right?
Separately?
So we're going to start, separate. Ooh, this is going to be
I
tricky.
Yes, the top 5 of R&B.
Yeah.
That's
it's
my
hard
giddy.
to squeeze just everything in top 5 because there's so much like music out there that we were inspired by culturally, right?
God.
So let's start with the R&B artists.
That's such
Top 5 R&B. Who was your top? I love me some R&B music.
Yes.
Come on.
Why?
Dang. Oh wow.
Male or female?
You took me back. Now that makes it even harder. But
I know.
I'm just gonna say the first 5 that come to mind, right?
Perfect.
There's so many.
I know.
Off top, I'm gonna say Mary.
You already know.
Come
We
on.
was just blasting
Come
her.
on.
You already know Mary. Big up Mary.
I'm gonna say I know they call him the king of pop, but I mean, can Michael be?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
Michael
Michael Jackson.
Oh,
Yes.
Yes. We are all
Legend.
inspired by Mike.
Right?
Right.
I love Jasmine Sullivan.
That's a
real
good
bad.
one, Kay.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna give you a guy next. Usher.
Usher.
Of
Okay.
course.
Usher.
Of course.
Classic.
And one more. Dang, y'all made it so hard for real.
That's a good list, though. So far, that's a good list.
I love Janae.
Wow.
Janae Aiko.
Thank you.
That's a good one. I love
Yes,
her too.
honorary mention, but people
She's
don't.
good.
People leave Janae out.
Those are goodies.
Yes.
That was a good top 5. That was goodies.
Do y'all
Now-
know yours?
Okay, you want? Okay.
Oh.
Say, I am going to say I gotta go with my girl Faith Evans. I was obsessed with Faith Evans growing up, right? So I'm gonna say Faith Evans. 2, I'm going to say SZA. SZA, my girl. Like that's my life. She be telling my life story, y'all. I'm gonna say SZA. I'm gonna take it back in the days. Donnell Jones. If y'all don't know about Donnell Jones, Donnell Jones. 2 more. Let me see. I gotta go with my boy Chris Brown. I'm sorry, Chris Brown. And I am going to go and say Whitney Houston.
That's a
bomb
classic.
list. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's
You
yours,
said
baby?
Donnell Jones.
What?
Okay, so I have to agree with KMD. I'm going Mary every time. I would say Mary. I would say Donnell Jones. I would say Avant.
Ooh, wait a minute. I forgot. Yo, Avant was on its
Avant?
rotation.
We just seen Dave Hollister at City Winery, so he's an
Y'all
honorable
forget about my
mention.
Dave,
Love
man.
you.
We love you, Dave.
He has a song titled after my name, and I used to go crazy on my stereo back in the days off of that. Wow, Chris Brown.
Come on.
I mean, Ashanti. That's 5. I gave 6. Sorry.
Yeah, Ashanti had it.
Ashanti's first album had us all in a chokehold. Like,
Absolutely.
yeah, Shanti.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's good. Okay.
Big up to all of the
good
top
list.
5s in the building. Now, who are your top 5 hip-hop artists?
Hard.
Come on, Kay.
So-
Top 5.
I'm gonna say separate the man from the music.
Right.
Every time.
I gotta put Ye on there.
Okay.
I gotta
Ye.
put
Let's
Jadakiss on there.
For sure.
Nicki has to go on there.
Okay.
Of
Nick.
course.
Shout out to Nick.
Drake.
Drake.
Okay.
Goody.
I'm gonna give it to Cole.
Okay. That's a good one. J. Cole, beast.
Mm-hmm.
Lyrically, beast.
I would
love him.
say also Jada, Ye. Who else did you say? There was someone. I would say did I say Jay-Z? Jay-Z.
Okay.
And then Tupac and Big would be my top 5. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so my top is Tupac. Come on, stop playing with me. Tupac is on rotation. Let me see. Tupac, I gotta go with B.I.G. BK Stand Up. Jada Kiss.
Yeah.
Who's doing it better?
Yeah.
Jada Kiss. I am going to go with I'm gonna go with I got a brain fart. What's the guy that's on tour with SZA? Kendrick Lamar. How can I forget Kendrick Lamar?
Like us, baby.
And then I'm gonna go with RZA. Classic, right?
Yeah.
Now you got me thinking about the groups. Wu-Tang.
Yeah. What?
That was
such a hard question.
I know it is.
That was good. You narrowed it down. That was good. And I love Ye also.
Yeah.
Prior to like his most recent, I would say mental illness. I think that he has been diagnosed. He's been open and transparent about it. So I'm praying that things turn around for him.
Big up to Ye.
College Dropout, like that was released
classic.
Literally when I couldn't finish college, so that hit different. That all falls down. I thought he wrote that for me.
Yeah.
You know what I loved on that album though? The skits.
Oh right,
they don't make music like that anymore.
In my album that I just wrapped up, I brought back the skits because I love that.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
love that time. Yes.
Come on.
They were
Keep
funny,
it
that
music
broke
dope.
five, we ain't got it.
Keep it music dope. KMD, baby.
That was perfect.
Introducing Mama's Baby and Papa's Baby 2, the heartwarming family book that redefines what family and Black love represents. Say goodbye to Mama's Baby and Papa's Maybe, and welcome a celebration of equal accountability, responsibility, and togetherness. Get your copy today at IamYourDestiny.com, and don't forget to leave 5 stars on Amazon. Respectfully, Destiny, the publisher and author of Mama's Baby and Papa's Baby 2, in the Google, Barnes & Nobles, or Amazon shop near you. Let your next move be your best move. Taking these with me.
I love that. So now we get into what we like to call our Mama's Baby and Papa's Baby 2 segment.
Yes.
Okay.
I am the self-published and author of Mama's Baby and Papa's Baby 2, released in 2021 to dispel the narrative of Mama's Baby and Papa's Maybe. I heard in my culture growing up, in my community. So this is a segment where we get to dive into your background and your upbringing a little bit.
Okay.
So let's talk about your childhood and how did your family environment and upbringing shape the woman you are today?
That's good.
And I will sign a book for you.
Okay.
So I'm signing you a book. I'm like, I can't wait for you to add it to your collection.
Thank you for that.
Of course.
Okay, so you're asking how was my childhood growing up?
Yes. How did it shape you into the woman you are today and the artist you are today?
As far as music, I want to say both of my parents played a big piece in the sense of like I grew up with my dad having these giant speakers, like DJ speakers, and he never was a DJ.
Really?
And so
he just loves music,
right? Loves music. So he would blast all types of music, old soul, gospel, hip hop, you name it. He was playing it. And then that kind of got me into scratching records at the time, knowing
so
I wasn't supposed to be. I wasn't supposed to be. But it was me and my older brother, and we got a hold of a record, Nobody Beats the Biz.
Oh, that's
and I had a lot of fun scratching that record, and I loved the song. Dang, you taking me back. Yeah.
So it sounds like your father was a huge musical influence and inspiration.
Yeah, without even knowing it though.
That's crazy. So that's when you fell in love with music. With pops and moms playing music in the house, cleaning up, you know what I'm saying? Putting on Saturday morning, you rocking out to the music.
Yolanda Adams, everything you can think of. We was playing it.
That was my household too.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
How did it shape the woman I become? That's a great question because they ended up splitting. My mom and dad didn't stay together.
Okay.
That is such a really good question. Seriously. I feel like I became dependent at a young age. Yes, I had my siblings, but my sister was older and she went to high school in a different city.
Okay.
And my brother, we were close, but he's a boy, so
Yeah.
I had my things I was into and he had his. But I feel like, I matured fast and became dependent. And I feel like that carries till today because I am an independent artist. Yeah.
Good stuff.
That played a
Got
role.
that independence. Good stuff. So we're going to go into some questions for you, KMD. One of my questions, I want to know, when did you realize your voice wasn't just talent, but it was powerful enough to change rooms? Because we hearing in these streets, we see it, I seen videos, like your presence is demanding. So where did you realize, take us back to that time when you realized, yo, I'm in the room with the big boys and I'm holding it down.
Okay. That's like a two-part question.
Okay.
I feel like when I realized that my voice was powerful was when I would like rap. And this is when I was like 15.
Okay.
And I would feel like I'm having an outer body experience. I would feel like super empowered. And I would just be like, am I here right now?
Right.
Like,
that's good.
that used to kind of blow my mind a little bit. It made me feel like I was really in the zone. But when I felt like, okay, I'm in these rooms, probably had to be through Goods, going to his ciphers.
Big up to Goods.
And definitely shout out to him.
Yeah.
Going to the ciphers and seeing that I can be in these spaces.
Yeah. Yes.
That's
and hold it down. What? I love that.
And let me just give you some insight when it comes to being an artist, specifically a rapper. Like there's a skill set that you must possess. There's a confidence that you must possess. There is a memorization.
You gotta remember.
Like, you have to know those lines and be able to spit those bars. So when I've seen you just continue to evolve over the years, because we connected in 2021 during the pandemic, when everyone was doing like interviews online. You just really just continue to step on necks.
Thank you.
And your personality, you're really like, you have so much humility. You're very soft. So
your energy is amazing.
Thank you.
And I don't even, this is my first time meeting. Your energy is crazy.
Thank you. I get that people think I'm a singer first when I say I'm an artist.
Really?
They be like, oh, what you about to sing? And then when I'm like, I rap, they're like, what?
Right, because you got that sultry, that, nice. Yeah, that's soft.
I love it. Contrary to everyone's belief, like they believe if you're like pretty, you only supposed to sing, right? Well, they expect someone to be like raunchy and rough around the edges, but no, pretty girls rap too. Pretty girls rap too.
Period.
So let's talk about your work-life balance, right?
Yes.
Personally, as a mother of 3 who once pursued music full time until I became a mom at 26, how do you, KMD, balance your motherhood and pursuing a music career? By the way, your son is gorgeous.
Thank you. Thank you. He's almost my height now. And
Yes.
he's still,
I see your pictures. I'm like,
yes.
Wow.
Ridiculous.
Is he playing ball?
He plays track and then he does football.
Oh,
But
good.
he likes basketball. He wants to do it this season.
Nice.
Triple threat. Okay.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
But how do I navigate? I want to say definitely having a really good relationship with my son. He does do therapy.
Okay.
To make sure, he can express himself freely and stuff like that. So I always make sure I'm checking in and I'll be honest, like say, you have to let me know if you feel like I'm not present enough.
Right.
And
Oh,
stuff
that's
like
good.
that. Yeah. Because this isn't the easiest
it's
with
not.
the amount of traveling, time, dedication. But he does understand sacrifice and where this will go.
Right.
And definitely my tribe. What?
Yes.
His dad, my mom, my sisters, anybody who helps raise. It takes a village.
It takes a village, for sure.
Takes a village. But without them, I don't see this being as successful as it has been.
Good stuff. It's so important to have that village.
For real.
That village is going to help you get to where you need to be. And so, that's amazing, Kay. Good stuff.
And I wanted to just briefly say real quick, I listened to you express how your parents split. Who was your village? Because I didn't really get to like tap into like ask that follow-up question. And thank you for being so vulnerable with us,
For
sharing
sure.
that. So I just didn't want to bypass that.
Yeah.
Who was a part of your village during that time? And I know you said that shaped your independence, so kudos to you.
Yeah.
But speaking of villages, that just came to my mind.
I would say it was definitely, of course, my mother, because I lived with her. My siblings, I had friends within the same neighborhood. Their parents. My dad was active. He didn't live too far, so his wife.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
so
you
you
had a village.
Had a village.
You had a good village.
For sure.
Stuff.
Awesome. So now you're able to now provide that village for your son in retrospect.
Good stuff.
Nice. Full circle. Okay.
What inspires your sound, Kay? Like heartbreak, heat, or hustle? What most inspires you when you get into the booth?
That's such a good question.
That's a good one.
I want to say hustle. I'm like, if I am heartbroken, it probably would turn into a fire record.
Right. You already know, right?
Those heartbreaking records are the best records.
Yes.
The best records.
It gives motivation.
Yeah.
Put it like that. If I get disappointed,
Yeah.
it turns into a good song. But I think now where I am, storytelling and like healing, like there's so many different pockets with this new project. My biggest thing is always balance. So I won't say I'm like the overly righteous and super conscious, but I'm not overly raunchy either.
Right.
It's like
a balance.
you'll get some stories, you'll get a
Perfect
balance.
blend.
Yeah,
I think that's
good.
important. And then
For
in
sure.
having substance, keeping music dope, giving some substance to the people. Because not for nothing, the same message, man or female, it gets tiring.
Yeah, it's a fact.
It's like, we need more.
Yep.
When does the album drop?
Is it working on it?
Are you working out? Stay tuned, guys.
Still working
All right,
on
I
it.
can't wait.
Still working out the kinks.
Yes.
I can't
I
wait.
love it. I love this one, for sure.
Understanding the global and cultural impact that hip hop has on the world, how do you want your music to influence the culture?
I think it goes back into what we've been saying a little bit here and there is definitely being okay with being vulnerable. I think that's huge. I feel like a lot of people mask their emotions.
Yeah.
And even if I'm not speaking for everybody, I can speak for myself. I used to be that way. And it's crazy that you asked me, how did it shape my adulthood? I learned by going back that I would actually shut down as a response to what was happening in the household. I wasn't expressive. And I know sometimes I could come off like cold or she's Hollywood or whatever.
Right.
And when I was just very quiet, reserved, and observant.
Yeah.
This project has definitely helped me realize there's more power in being vulnerable.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your
yes,
voice.
So
And
true.
more
Your voice
relatability.
Yes.
And
Yes.
being you.
Yes.
That's good. That's good.
That's really good. My mother-in-law is like one of the most vulnerable human beings I've met. And to your point, that grew us closer. Like she's not afraid to cry. She's not afraid to say, why she's sad or, she lost a son and she'll tell everybody her story, especially if there's someone who can relate to her.
Absolutely.
So I think that's a great gem. There's power in vulnerability.
Yeah.
That
I'm
was
just
good.
learning that too.
That was good.
We were talking
Yes.
in the last episode
Yep.
about trauma, not the last, but a few episodes ago,
Yep.
where I just started telling my story growing
Yeah.
up, going through trauma and the different things that I went through. And it's so empowering when you can speak it and be vulnerable. And then I've learned that through our testimonies, through your rapping, through your storytelling, somebody else gonna be blessed by it. So thanks for that. It's so important that we stay vulnerable and we stay telling our stories. Because we're gonna help somebody in the long run. So good stuff. You're often seen vibing with the male rappers, right? Have you ever had to shut down a "he tried it" moment? Yes, let's get into it, Kay.
Every event.
Kay, let's get into it.
Almost every
Have you had to
time.
stop? Like, wait a minute.
Almost every time.
Tried it.
Almost. It's a lot.
It's not easy.
Give us
not
one
easy.
instant where you be like, yo,
It's
he
not
tried
easy.
it.
Look, and speaking of vulnerability, like we could be vulnerable. You want me to tell a story, and then you tell a story?
For sure. Go ahead.
Look, Kay said you first. You first. Go ahead.
No, I just not because like on like seriousness, all jokes to the side, it's not easy for a woman to thrive in the music industry.
It really isn't.
Specifically, as a rapper.
Yeah.
Songstress and singers, they get put on different pedestals. But when it comes to music and hip hop, men will try it and try to take advantage. And I've had a man tell me, a producer, give me beats and then ask to perform. And when I denied his request, he took the beats back. Like, this is how vicious this industry is. And everything that we're, like, learning and hearing about everything that's going on, right? It's not, like, you have to have a supportive team, management. Like, if I could do it all over again, I would make sure I had, like, everyone doesn't have a Matthew Knowles. Like,
that's a fact.
A man to stand by them and to support them and to protect them. Yeah. So I would definitely want to hear, it's too many stories to tell, but that story is like, I was just devastated that,
you got to just know your values.
Had an opportunity.
Definitely know your values.
You got to know your values and your boundaries.
Never try to cross business with pleasure, of course. And even like in the studio, drinking, all that, it's just like, just don't. Because there has been plenty of times where either people can be controlling. They say they'll do you a favor. The next thing you know, they're withholding.
Right.
That's crazy, that rhyme.
You like, right. You just spit a bar.
Controlling and withholding.
Withholding. I've been in ciphers where they weren't too disrespectful, but being that it's an environment where people drink, they can become handsy. It's definitely not easy, and especially being a woman in period, but a pretty woman where they don't see you as a rapper. It's frustrating too, because it just sometimes it seems like it's like a repeat. And it's just like, dang, can we escape this? Right? Can we just stay business?
Well, we thank you, Kay, for being that example for the up and coming, artists that don't have, the whereabouts. Like, how do I handle these situations when I'm in the studio and they're trying to holler, but I really want this song out, but I really want these beats. So we thank you for being that example to the young girls. Like, some of us still got values, and you know what I'm saying? So thank you.
Of course.
I would say, to your point, Ebony, like, for young girls who are aspiring to be artists, like, make sure you roll with a team member. Like, try not to
go alone.
Be solo.
For the most part, I have my boundaries, always had them, and then that's something they would point out, especially early on when I was wasting money in the studio. They'd be like, oh, you came alone? She's serious. She's here to work. And I was like, what else would I be doing then?
Right.
I remember one time, I can give you a story, okay? This is very beginning of me rapping. I went to this studio, and the engineer really wasn't that experienced. And so I guess because he didn't know what he was doing, he felt the need to let's segue off of you recording and let me try to holler. And I'm just like,
we're not doing that. No,
we're not doing that. Right. We're definitely not doing that. And
So making sure you have your team.
Have a team. Yeah. That got your back. That has your best interests. Of course.
And I don't know if you've seen the interview with Tim's, but Tim's dropped some gems also. She said that when she first started her career, she would even dress like in baggy attire. Like she don't want to even be like appealing just because she didn't want to give anyone room to be attracted to her. I said, absolutely. That's good. Like, I wish I would have known that. Young, especially but those are like the gems that we need to hear to get to the next generation of young women.
You know what's unfortunate though? I love that tip, and I for the most part, I'm in a hoodie in the studio because I'm always cold.
Yeah,
I'm always cold.
But
it shouldn't be like
crazy because guys will still try.
That's a fact. Some of them will still try to holler. That's a fact.
But when the titty out, it's a little easier, all right?
When the titty out, it's a little more inviting.
A little more inviting when the cheeks is out. No, I'm playing.
That's a fact, though. That's a fact,
But it's true. So just make sure you have your team.
Yeah, of course.
And you know you're there for business. And any sign of disrespect.
Yeah, I'm out.
Chuck
I'm not
the deuce.
tolerating you. I'm not
Chuck the
tolerating it.
deuces.
Peace.
Chuck the deuces. Okay, so within hip hop, right, there's subgenres, or categories. For example, we have the drill, right? Sexy drill, crunk, trap, Bryson Tiller's trap soul. Have you ever considered a subgenre that describes your sound?
Dang, that's so good. Y'all came with the good questions. I'll give you another hint from my project. I have fell in love with the 70s.
That's good.
I have fell in love with that era. So if I can have a subgenre, it would probably be like a funky, funky hip hop kind of.
Oh, you gonna take us back? This is gonna be a special project. I feel it. Funky 70s. That's good.
Yeah.
Like the hippies, funk, and style.
That
and
time was fun
fashion.
and free.
It was fun and
right?
free.
Yeah.
It was. That's good. That's good.
That's a good one.
How do you? So I hear you act. You got your little acting buzz on. How do you mentally switch from in the booth to being on set? Are you two different? Is it two different versions of you? Would you say?
I would say so. For the most part, I don't know. I feel like in both I'm serious, and in both I like to laugh. Like we gonna laugh on set,
right?
Or in the
For
studio,
sure.
we gonna have some jokes. I think mental prep. So like I'll take it more serious, memorizing my lines at home.
Okay.
But dang, is it really different? Because I'm like, with the ciphers too, I'd be like in it. Like,
Right.
don't talk to
You
me.
have to be focused.
Like, I gotta focus. No, I would say probably the same.
The same? Okay, one more question. $5 million, right? To either shoot a featured film or drop an album. Which one would you pick first?
Feature film or drop out?
$5 million.
Good. Oh, for
Dang.
$5 million.
Which one you dropping first? Featured film?
Wait, repeat the question?
So if we give you $5 million right now, either shoot a film or drop an album.
What would
which
you
one
use
would
the
you
money
do
for?
first? No,
Nice.
which one would you do first? You know what I'm saying? Would you shoot that film or would you drop that album?
I'm gonna have to go with album.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
You love that music,
I
baby.
do.
You love
I
that
do.
music.
Music is a passion.
Okay, good stuff.
Love that.
Good stuff.
Okay, so we're going to get into your business a little bit.
Hey. We are going to go in tea and treats.
Okay.
We're doing her relationship status.
Oh, okay, let's do that first. Like,
I'm talking
let's do
about
that first.
the real
I thought we was about to. Okay, the real business. Gotcha.
What is KMD?
Look, Kay had to hook up her water.
she had to drink
Ladies and gentlemen,
take a
Kay
sip.
picked up the water.
Take a sip. What is KMD's
Y'all are
relationship status? Are we taking resumes? Are we doing applications?
Right. Are we viewing people?
Or you can take this. You can take this out. You can take this out. Or is music and family the sole focus?
That's a good one. That's a goodie.
I'll answer both.
Ooh.
Nice. I love it when
Music
a guest
and
can lie.
family is the sole focus, and I think anybody who I'm dealing with can know and see that. But
respect that.
KMD is single, big
Are
single
the DMs
until somebody.
open? Are you checking your generals, your
Right, are you
primaries,
checking?
like that? Are they hidden?
Right.
What is it giving in the DMs?
Come on, Kay. What's poppin'?
Well, I mean, I got my eye on somebody.
Oh, exclusive,
Here, respectfully, Ebony and Destini. KMD got an eye on
But
somebody.
KMD is still single.
Okay, I got you.
Hear that.
We understand it.
Look,
We
off
understand
camera,
it.
off camera.
Right.
We'll have a conversation.
I got my eye on somebody too. And let me stop.
Look, you learn something
I'm
new
playing,
every
I'm
day,
playing,
y'all.
co-host.
Every day.
No, but
Every
this
day.
person, he's sweet. It's my biggest thing is like mental stimulation.
Absolutely.
And
I
like
always
if
say
you got a
that.
brain, vision, all of that.
Like, can we
chef's
have a
kiss.
conversation?
Right, if you get me here,
Yeah.
you ain't getting halftime.
Right.
Okay? Y'all already know. Yeah, you got to get me there first. I feel you, Kay. That's so true, though.
Like, please.
So true.
Be able to articulate your thoughts. Okay.
Yeah.
In an industry that propels and highlights women in music who are sexually explicit, I think you already hinted to this, right? Is it a challenge trying to balance your femininity and sensuality without compromising yourself or your integrity?
question. Is it a challenge? Maybe back then.
When you first started?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe.
What was that challenge like back then?
In the sense of thinking that I had to rap on a certain topic constantly.
Yeah.
Yep.
My thing is, I don't mind a little here and there.
Right.
But all the time?
Right.
Like, dang, we don't got no more stories?
Exactly.
That's it?
That's it?
But I also understand, too, because it is a male-dominated industry, they think that that's the only thing that can sell.
Right.
I understand it sells, but it's not the only thing.
It's not the only thing.
So, yeah, maybe in the past, but now, no.
Awesome. I love that.
Good stuff.
Awesome. I think we had a bonus for you. You brought up Goods, right? Shout out to Goods.
Yeah.
And I see you on the I Agree to Disagree podcast. What is your connection to the podcast, and how did you link with the top tier battle rapper like Goods and DNA?
Right. They're amazing.
Yeah.
Let's start there. They're
love
really amazing at what they do. I think that really came from being in the rooms. So being around Goods, going to his ciphers, supporting his events, his other endeavors like his drinking game, his card game, and just being in the room, really. Through that, I had met the producer who shoots it. His name is G-Lock.
Okay. G-Lock. Shout out
Emmy-winning G-Lock. He proposed to Goods that I would be a good look for the show.
Oh, I love that.
So yeah, so shout out to him.
That's energy.
Yeah,
sure.
And also making your presence felt.
And I think that's why he chose me, because we spoke about it on the phone one time. He was just like, when I walk into a room, a lot of people will just like, who's that? And he was just like, we need that for the show.
Exactly.
Also, are you like on the show as an added co-host?
Oh, nice. Good stuff. I thought you were just guest appearance. Oh, nice. I love that for you, Kay. Good stuff.
Love that.
Good
Love
stuff.
that.
Thank you.
So this segment is Tea and Treats, where we go into, we indulge in some of my goodies. I am Ebony Nicole, the operator and owner of Queen of Banana Pudding and Desserts. And so we're going to indulge. Kay,
Yes.
do you eat banana pudding?
I do. I love banana
Let's
pudding.
go. All right, so we going to
to
get
let y'all know,
in.
it's a play on words. So while we are diving in and indulging into the treats, we getting into some tea.
All right.
Okay?
Thank
We're gonna
you.
get some tea. I take them. Thank you, baby.
I love your nails too.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh. This is so
Listen, y'all can go to Queen of Banana Pudding on all platforms. Hit your girl up. It'll be an experience. Thank me later. All right? Yeah. Talk to the people, Kay. How is it?
That's really good. It's
good?
not too heavy. It's light.
I make it very light, low fat, everything.
perfect blend. We were just talking
It's a
about
little
the balance.
blend.
Love the balance.
Yes.
Yes, it's good. Okay, good stuff.
Okay. So
Let's go to the tea.
let's get into some tea. In a recent incident, the New York City comptroller Brad Lander, who was also a mayoral candidate, was arrested by ICE agents outside an immigration courthouse in Lower Manhattan. He was attempting to escort a migrant whom the agents were seeking to arrest. This arrest is part of a larger trend of elected officials being detained or confronted by law enforcement while protesting against the Trump administration's immigration policies. So, as Black women, we just celebrated Juneteenth, freedom, liberation. How does it make us feel when we see these immigrants who are going to the courthouse to complete their due process, right? So they're doing it the legal way.
Right.
And they are leaving the courtroom once the judge is giving them a date to come back, right? And they're being arrested. And not only are they arresting the immigrants, they are arresting the candidates, the politicians who are supporting them and advocating them, which is against the law. How does that make us feel as Black women?
Let me just say this. Brainlander, big up to you, because he stood up for what he believed in. I wasn't really familiar with the story until Des brought it to me. But I was like, it got to be a stand-up man or a woman to really hold. It's sad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he held it down. He was like, listen, you get arrested, I get arrested, let's go.
Right.
So big up to Mr. Brandon, for real.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How does it make us feel? I feel like it's absolutely unfortunate. I feel like a sense of them being tricked.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes it's just like, dang, am I surprised?
That's
look
true.
who the president is.
Exactly.
Right? And look at look at history in general.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to really say how I feel other than it's unfortunate and it's unfair. Yeah.
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 I'm just disappointed that
absolutely disappointed. Yeah.
to your point, we thought that it was a game by re-electing this convict and it's criminal.
Right.
So now we see criminal behavior
Exactly.
being committed against, innocent, immigrants. I mean, everyone who does come here may not come here for all the wrong reasons, but then you vet appropriately, right?
Right.
And effectively. And it just seems like, to your point, there's a lot of trickery going on.
Right. But even going back, there were already people here and they came here and they made these rules.
That's a fact.
It's just like,
right.
It's
right. They were here 20, 30
Yeah.
years. Built families.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a hard subject because I feel like we can veer off and go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
But
and I think Ebony and I expressed, like, in the beginning when we first shot our first episode, we're not into politics, right?
Yeah.
But the older we get, it's not about politics. Unfortunately, enforce policy.
Right.
So a lot of Black people, a lot of us, we like to, sweep it under the rug, or that don't have anything to do with me.
Yeah.
And then when laws, right, are in place that affect us, we don't realize that it's affecting, the policy affects the people. So it's just about trying to be more informed.
Absolutely.
I don't know even the history with, like, the whole Iran and Israel and everything going on. But look, this guy is, like, look what this guy just did.
Crazy.
Look what he just did.
But it's crazy. I feel like it all comes back to money.
Yeah.
That's all
money
it is.
and resources.
That's it.
That's
and resources.
it.
That's what I
That's
said
it.
earlier.
So it's just like, like I said, we can get into it, but if we
do you really want to get into it?
Listen.
Well, I want to say big up to Brad Lanzer for putting his body on
And
the
there were
line
other
for the people
officials.
overlooked.
There were other elected officials too,
Yeah.
like throughout the United States, who are getting arrested and standing
That's
up
crazy.
for.
Oh, so not just him.
Not just him.
Oh, wow.
Nope. So definitely, guys, do your
Big
research.
up to you guys.
Do your Google.
Yeah.
And it's hard because I'm
Stay
like,
prayed up.
I've seen a clip though on TikTok of this ICE trying to knock on people's doors.
Right. Oh, doors. Okay.
Right.
Trying to get the person to come out. Their lawyer came. And then when he pulled up, he was just like, oh, I'm trying to find such and such. Are you them? And he's just like, no, I'm a lawyer. What do you need them for?
Right.
And it's just like, it's crazy that they're going into neighborhoods. What is the point?
But I think, to your point, it could be incentivized. Because someone said that they was like, are they getting paid overtime?
Probably.
Right. You already
Are
know.
they getting paid
Right.
extra
It
to?
could be.
They're breaking.
That's it.
They're breaking car windows.
That's the one I
snatching
seen. People out of their cars.
Yes, legal.
That's crazy.
Immigrants out their cars, breaking windows. Like, this is criminal behavior, and like that's why we titled this Tea and Treat segment. You hear law and order. No, this is war and disorder.
Is war and disorder.
That's what's happening.
That's
what's happening. So we have to stay prayed up. We have to stay informed, because we have to inform our children, our nieces, our nephews, our families, our grandparents who are not tuned in. Because
And I like that y'all do that.
Thank
Because some
you.
is all about like just tea. No.
Right.
Like,
yeah, it's important
Yeah.
though. And really, Des got me into that. I don't watch the news because I'm all about, I don't want to feel down. I don't want to, but it's so important. She's like, yo, cuz, you need to get up. So she sends me stuff, and I'm really into it now because I want to be informed. I want to let my nieces and nephews and them know what's going on. It's important, especially what's going on right now with the war. Like, it's crazy. We definitely got to stay prayed up, y'all. If you ain't never prayed in your life, you better start talking to God.
Right.
Because stuff is about to happen, and we just got to ask God to cover us. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, thank you, God, for the covering.
Yeah.
I think we wanted like a bonus question.
What's
Ladies'
that?
night was the bonus question.
Okay, let's do the
this
bonus
about?
question.
You said you thought about that, right? Too,
Yeah,
Ebony?
I did.
We thought about the same question because we usually come up with our own questions, just
Right.
for a little
But that's the
insight.
cousins. That's how we link.
Right. But we put it together.
Energy.
We bring it together.
Right.
But we both had. When I sent her this, I sent her a voice, and I was like, "Yo, I just seen something on E True Hollywood celebrating Juneteenth, and let's ask her the ladies' night question, because I feel like they always ask like female rappers about who would be your selection,
Right.
for ladies' night. The song, if you was to redo
it.
You know the song, right?
Yes, of
Ladies'
course.
night.
And lady, ooh, oh, what?
Yeah.
Yes.
Dang, who would be mine?
Yeah, who
So I
would
think
be
so.
How many of them?
So I think it
Is
was
it 5?
5 in total. I believe it was Missy, Left Eye,
Kim on there?
Kim,
Yeah.
Angie Martinez.
Angie Martinez kicked it off, and the Brat. That's
And
the
the
one I
Brat.
always fit.
Okay,
Yes,
five.
yes,
So it is
It was
5?
5. Yes,
Yes,
it was
it's
5.
Holy crap.
So do she pick 4?
She'll pick 4.
Okay,
Yes.
so you pick 4.
Because of course I'm
Oh,
on
this
it.
is exciting,
Yes,
y'all.
of course you're
This
on
is
there.
exciting.
And who would you be? Would you be the Missy Elliott of the crew? Would you be the?
I know who
I
you
would
would be.
say I love
I
Left
would say
Eye.
Left Eye.
I know.
Because you more,
I
you
always,
know?
yes, I always related to Left Eye
Yeah,
because she's
Left
singing
Eye
rap.
was the-
She sings and raps.
Okay.
Missy singing rap too. Though. I want to be
Dang.
KMZ's Missy, but
I
that's
feel
another
I have
conversation.
2 in mind, but I feel like they're similar.
Okay.
So I'm just like, do I want to pick one over the other? I would say,
So yeah, who's your pick? Your 4.
dang, y'all are really good with the questions. I'm telling you.
Look, I'm still over here with the treats.
I want to see if you, what I'm thinking to see what you say. It's hard though, right? Because
It's
there's so
very
many
hard.
And it could
good
be
ones.
upcoming. It could be somebody who's not necessarily like the Honey Bee girl. I like her.
Oh yeah, I
She's
like
a
her.
singer.
Yeah.
She gives a little left eye.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't
She
have to be
reminds me
a
of
rap.
Faith for some reason.
Oh yeah,
She do
Yeah.
I
a
don't know.
little,
How
right?
Brooke they
Yeah.
say is twins. They just, one is vanilla, one is
Right.
red. But they twins.
I like Doechii.
Come on, Doechii.
That's
her
a
fun
good
Come on,
is-
Doechii.
one. I love Doechii.
Like Doechii.
That'd be
that's
crazy.
one.
We're manifesting this. Let's go. Doechii,
Yes,
holla at
yes.
KMZ.
You already know. You
Holla at
already
KMZ,
know.
Doechii.
We want backstage passes.
Doechii.
That's good though.
I feel like it's hard because the 3 that I want to say off rip,
But you said
they're alike.
it's okay.
So I won't put them together, but I'll say who the 3
Okay.
are. So I'll
Okay.
say Doechii,
Okay.
Doja, and Nicki. Of course, obviously Nicki is, I want to say the head because
Okay.
a lot
Right.
of people pulled inspiration
Okay.
from her.
For
Right.
sure.
But Doja and Doechii, they're different, but
Yeah,
they're
but
kind
I see
of
what you're
similar.
saying.
And
Yes,
Doechii
yes,
got
yes.
it.
Yeah. So
That's a good lineup, though.
That
okay?
is a good lineup.
That's a crazy
Y'all going
lineup.
crazy with that lineup, though.
Yo, that's a crazy
I'm coming
lineup.
to see y'all.
All right, I said Doechii, Doja, Nicki. That's
one
3.
more. Yeah, one more.
That's 3. Oh, one more.
Oh.
hard.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who you closing it out with? Who you closing it out with?
Dang, guys. Oh my God.
Let's help her, Ebony. Let's think of somebody.
That I think would be dope.
Yeah. Because now I can't think because she picked all the
Because
top.
I'm like, how about
Supposed to say everybody get Rhapsody. Put somebody in there that's
Rhapsody? Yeah. Rhapsody.
This is
Lotto.
a girl, I forgot her name, but she's really new. Pretty girl, damn, I forgot her name.
like, ooh, raps.
What, Lady
raps,
London?
raps.
Lady
Lady London.
Come on,
How
Kay,
could I
get
forget
out my head.
No, let's do Lady London. How
Yeah.
could I forget
Kay.
Lady London?
I swear that's who you like. You,
I
yeah,
like
right?
Lady
Shout out to
crazy.
Lady London. I love her.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Good
That's
stuff.
yes, Lady London.
Energy.
And it's stamped.
Yeah.
Energy.
And we're,
And it's
and we're manifesting
Yes.
it.
All come to pass.
And we're
So listen, we're gonna go to the quote of the day. Yo, this
Yes.
has been
What's that?
super fun.
Yes.
I can't wait to go to the session. What is that? The new
Vibe
vibe session. So
Make
y'all
sure
stay
you
tuned.
tune in.
Yeah,
We're
y'all
gonna
stay
have her
tuned.
perform Mary Jane.
You already know.
Our favorite
This is really good.
single.
It's good. Wait, say it again to the
I
people,
said,
Kay.
this is really good.
All right,
Yeah.
Queen of Banana Pudding. All right, so the quote of the day: If you don't get a seat at the table, bring what?
Bring a folding chair.
Bring a folding chair.
Bring
Right.
a folding
All right,
chair.
I'm coming
Make
to
your
the
own.
table regardless. If my chair ain't there, we
Right.
bringing the folding
pulling
chair.
up.
Right?
Yes.
Because your voice matters and your
Yes.
presence is what? Power.
Power.
All right, big
Love
ups,
that.
big ups. We thank you guys for joining us. It has been an amazing season, co-host. Yo.
Yeah. How do you feel, KMD, before we wrap up?
Yeah.
How was this experience?
Amazing. I like your energy.
Thank
That's
you.
so funny.
Thank you.
I think this is the fastest interview. We just
It
got
went
right
easy.
through the
It
questions.
went easy.
Yeah, and where you heading after this?
I'm going to a battle rap.
Oh,
Look, oh, I love it. She busy in books, y'all. Okay.
Okay, well, we appreciate
we
you.
appreciate
We
you.
appreciate
I
your
appreciate
presence.
y'all.
coming
Thank you
out.
for having me.
I let
Yes.
KMD know. I was like, I feel like I was like trying to holler at you. I was like,
Right,
in your DMs for a few weeks. Like, was I in the hitters?
I love it. But Listen,
But
she is busy
she
and
responded.
booked.
She's a real one. She gave us
Yes.
her number.
Yes.
So we're connected, and we
busy is
can't
dope,
wait to
so.
continue to connect with you.
Yes.
And thank
we
you for
family now.
closing out.
We family
Of
now. We
course.
family
Closing
now.
out the
So
finale.
listen, Letcha.
You already know what I give, right? Let your next move be your best move.
And it's a wrap. We out of here. Stay tuned for our session. Vibe out, y'all. Let's go. Yes. That was good.
What's up? So we are here with the beautiful KMD, who is
KMD,
about
baby.
to perform.
I'm excited.
Yes.
Let's go.
Mary
Y'all see I got my
Jane.
shades on. I'm ready, y'all.
Yeah, wait. KMD's about to put her shades on too for the performance. So that's what it's giving. Yeah. She's contemplating, she's considering it, but make sure you stream her new single, Mary Jane. She got it on a chain. Okay?
Got it on the chain. Let's go. You ready, baby?
Let's get it.
Ayy, yeah. Look, when I pull up, they know my name. Got it on the chain. Stay up on his brain, cause I'm dope like Mary Jane. Said I'm dope like Mary Jane. Yeah. Dope like Mary Jane. When I pull up, they know my name. Got it on the chain. Stay up on his brain, cause I'm dope like Mary Jane. I said I'm dope like Mary Jane. Yeah, dope like, got him begging like Felicia. Praise me like a preacher. Can't no nigga play me less I'm coming through with speakers. CC on my shades, how you doing? Nice to meet you. I've been single. Niggas tryna be a feature way. Hold up, why he hit my phone up? I ain't focused on these niggas. I've been stacking my dough up. I've been getting bucks like Neek. Baddie from the east. Ain't no competition, mirror, mirror. It's just me. Need a fleece. Ooh, bitch, I'm cold. Now I'm a beast. I'm in that mode. My bitches eat. That's on my soul. We getting money, huh? Without a pole. Calling baddies to the stage. Need them skinny and them thick girls. Don't matter, I like range. Pixie cut, silk press, or them knotless braids. Black, white, yellow, beige. Show out when I show up. I'ma make some shake, yeah. Who you know get like this? Who you know spit like this? Okay, I'll wait. Ever since I popped out, I know I've been that bitch. Okay. This ain't no debate. Presidential taste. Bitch, I'm 101. I can't be replaced. Ayy, and they know my name. Got it on the chain. Say I'm dope like Mary Jane. Said I'm dope like Mary Jane. Yeah. Dope like Mary Jane. When I pull up, they know my name. Got it on the chain. Stay up on his brain, cause I'm dope like Mary Jane. I said I'm dope like Mary Jane. Dope like Mary Jane. Yeah.
And that's a wrap, season 1. Let's go, KMD. That's how you close out.
That's
the
how you
season.
close out the season, ladies and gentlemen. I love it.
You killed that, baby.
Thank you.
My dreams is vivid, work hard to live it. Any place I visit, I got land there.